Hey guys, it's Brett, your Scentsy fragrance consultant. I'm here with my review of the new Scentsy fragrance cartridge diffuser solo. This is a new product that's coming out, getting ready to come out. I say new, but it hasn't officially came out yet. You're able to order it though if you have a Scentsy club, and that's how I did it. We were able to order it, it was back in November, towards the end of November. If you have a Scentsy club, you were able to order it through Scentsy club, and then, but it didn't ship out till like the first part of December. It's really short after we ordered it. It came like very first part of December. If you watched our Vlogmas videos, I showed it in there a little bit. I was talking about it when I got it. So I thought, I was gonna review it right away when I started using it, but I thought, let me just use it for a while and see how it does. We were busy doing Vlogmas every day, and I just didn't have time to really review it. So I thought, let me just take my time with it, use it for the whole month to kind of decide how it is and my thoughts. That way now it's been just a little over a month that I've had it. So I definitely have a good idea of how I feel about it. So you aren't able to order these anymore through Scentsy Club like you were. They are on the website. If you go under, on our website, if you go under the menu and go under Smart Diffuser and Cartridges, then it will pop up. It'll pop up the Scentsy Solo Diffuser and one fragrance cartridge bundle. They used to have, you could buy it and get two, but now it only has the one cartridge bundle. So I don't know, and it says coming soon. So they had a pre-order too you could do. I think it was last month, but they don't have that anymore either. So now if you didn't pre-order it, you're not gonna be able to order it till, let me see, does it say on here the date? It says coming soon. Check back later for the date. I think I heard it's gonna be in the spring. So maybe March or so, March, April maybe, I'm not exactly for sure, is when it will be out for everybody that hasn't pre-ordered or didn't get through Scentsy Club. But since I got it, I was gonna do my reviews and let you know what I think. So you are able to get the cartridges though online. So like if you were one of the people that got them like I did early, you can get the cartridges. So I'll talk about that in a minute. So what this is, it's a oil. Actually, first up, let me insert some footage. I recorded footage when I first got it and I unboxed it, and I'll just show you that footage right now so you can see me unbox it and what it looked like when I first unboxed it. So I'll insert that here. All right, so we just got the Scentsy Fragrance Cartridge Diffuser Solo in. This is the diffuser, and this is a little cartridge. I got the aloe water and cucumber. I just got the one cartridge. I didn't get two, so we'll try that out. So let me open this up here so I can show you what it looks like. Let me film this way, I think. It'll be better if I film this way so that shadow won't be from the light there. There we go. Oh, there's Phoebe. Well, I'm still gonna have a little bit of a shadow. So there's the cord right there. And there's the diffuser. Just wrapped up here. The way I can do this with one hand. Hold on just a second. Okay. I just took the paper off here. Be careful when you take that paper off because this bottom part falls out. I took the top paper off and then this bottom part fell off on the floor. So be careful. Make sure you hold the bottom when you take that paper off so that doesn't fall on the ground. So yeah, it's really nice. It's like, I think it's ceramic. Yeah, it's ceramic, the top. It's not plastic, it's ceramic. And kind of reminds me like the Salerno warmer. It's that kind of a little bit of a rough texture there. It's not exactly like that, but it's a little kind of like that. Anyway, so this is the bottom part where you'll put that little cartridge in. Let me undo this here. Okay, so here's the fragrance cartridge right here. And this is the oil, aloe water and cucumber. So the oil goes right in here. You'll take off the lid and then it goes upside down. And it goes right in there. You'll probably screw it into there. And then it'll go in here. You want, of course, the hole will be towards the front because that's where the oil sprays out. And then you'll put this on top. Oops, it goes the other direction. That says Scentsy. That goes to the back. And the hole goes to the front. And then when you have it all set up, the oil will spray and mist out through that hole there. So I'm gonna mess with setting it all up. I'll have to get the app downloaded on my phone, and it'll have, you know, the settings and everything. And once I get that all set up, I'll test it out, try it, and then I will come back after this in the video and let you know. I'll explain about the app and how it works and how you can set it different programs, and then I'll let you know how it performed for me. But I just wanted to show you right now when I unboxed it for the first time how it looked. Okay, so that is when I unboxed it, when I got it. And so I'm going to read here what it says here on the website. Scentsy Solo Diffuser and 1 Fragrance Cartridge Bundle. It says here, includes one 15 ml fragrance cartridge, compact and easy to use with the ability to schedule and adjust the scent strength and intensity. This convenient system delivers consistent fragrance, one set at a time. Good for 400 to 1,000 square feet. Smart Scent. Schedule your fragrance experience from your phone with the Scentsy Home app. Alexa and Google Home voice control compatible. 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi required, not compatible.
Was that for me?
Cancel, Alexa. Alexa, cancel. I knew she was going to say that. Not compatible with...
Okay. What can I help you with?
Cancel. Not compatible with 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So when you connect it, that's the thing. When you connect the app, make sure you're not on the 5 gigahertz. If you have a Wi-Fi that's got the 5 gigahertz, you can't use that. The 5G, use just the regular one. Because like we have with our Wi-Fi, we have the regular one and then we have the 5G. Well, don't use the 5G because it won't connect. Some people are having problems with that. Make sure you use the one that's not 5G. It's the 2.4 gigahertz, I guess. So some people have problems with that, so I just want to let you know about that. Device can be used manually without Wi-Fi for limited functions. So you can turn it on as well on the base. So here it is again. I showed it in the video, but here it is on this part of the video. And on the back, it's got the little button here. You can turn it on, and then you can do it that way. But I would do the app because you got more functions. You can change the light, you can set the timer, all kinds of stuff, low, medium, high, all that kind of thing. I don't ever use this because it's just much easier to use my phone. Just open my phone and do it that way. And then of course this top part comes off. This part is ceramic, so be careful. It doesn't hook on there or anything, it just sits right on there. So if you lift this up, this part's not going to come with it. It's just going to stay there. And then this, of course, is the base, and you got the cartridge here. So whenever you get a new one, you're going to get the whole cartridge. You're going to get the oil plus this cartridge here. So it's not just the oil part. You're going to get this whole cartridge. So when you're done with this, throw the whole thing away. You don't have to keep this cartridge part because each new one comes with this whole cartridge base. And then it's got two little bitty things right here. It's kind of like a magnet a little bit. It sits right in there. And you want, of course, the hole where the oil sprays through. You want that facing front. It just sits right in there. And it'll fall if you push it, but it's not, it kind of, if you pull it, you can feel the magnet pull in there a little bit. So that's what, and then of course it's got the name there of the oil. I have the aloe water and cucumber. And then of course it's upright because you want the oil. When you undo it, you'll want to put it down, facing down, but then the writing is facing upwards. And then it'll mist out through that little hole there. Of course you put the top on, and it's got the Scentsy logo back there, and then that's where the oil will mist through. So pretty simple. And this one here, I still have some oil left in there. I don't know if you can see that. See that oil right there? So it's hard to, I wish this was clear so you could see. You can kind of see through the crack there. It's kind of hard to see through there. It's just a little bitty space to see how much I have left. But I'm thinking it's probably about right to here, maybe? A little less than half. I'm thinking. It's probably right about there. And I've been using this quite a bit. I haven't been using it like every single day, and when I do use it, it's not like all day long. I'd probably say When I do use it, it's in the evening, and it's probably like maybe 4 to 5 hours. Sometimes, mostly evening. Sometimes on my day off, I'll use it more in the daytime, but mostly I'll have the wax going, and then in the evening I might turn this on a little bit. Or it's really good if like you haven't changed your wax and you're too tired to change your wax, but you want fragrance right away. Just get on my phone, turn this on. I got some fragrance. That's what I love most about it. And what I really like most about this is it performs really well. So like I said, let's go back to the app. So when you turn it on, you just go to your app. It's the Scentsy Home is what it's called on the app. And I'll show you on here. It says solo right there. And then you just push this button. You push it and it'll give you all the options. It's got like low, medium, high. What's that? Oh, light off or on. And then you can change the color of the light by what you slide there, and then the brightness of the light. It's got a timer, 2 hour, what is it? 2, 4, or custom. You can get that and have out push and see how many, what does custom say? I don't think I've ever pushed that. Oh yeah, you say custom and then you can set it for how many hours and minutes you want the timer to be on. So if you hit the add schedule, it just has like the time you want to start on, the time you want to turn off, and the low, medium, high, the day of the week. You can set all that. You can set it to come on every Monday at a certain time, every Tuesday, every day, whatever you want. So it's really cool. You can have that schedule. And that's pretty much it for the app. Or you can just get on there and just push the button to turn it on if you want to. If you're sitting down and it's across the room, you want to just turn it on, do it right from your phone, which I love. It's really cool too if you're like, say if you're at work and you want to have it to turn on when you come home, you can just get on your phone, set it to turn on right away, or you can set it at a certain time to come on, like, 20 minutes before you get home or whatever. That way when you get home, it's smelling really good. That's really good about that. And the second best thing about it is it performs really good. I'm really happy with this. It's really strong, like really strong. When I first had it going and I tried it, it was almost a little bit too strong at first. I was like, wow, it's so strong. But I like scent strong, so it didn't really bother me as far as that. Brad kind of said, ooh, it's strong at first, but he's gotten used to it though over the time. I think that first initial, when you first use it, you're like, whoa, it's so strong. But you kind of get used to it a little bit after a while, once you use it more. I will say though, personally, if you're by this, be careful, because I had it sitting over on the coffee table and I would go over by that area, like putting up different things for Christmas by the fireplace and things like that. And it can choke you out. Like, I'll cough and get choked because I'm like, I breathe it in because I'm right there by it. So be very careful. I don't know that I would recommend seeing this like by a desk where it's real close to you, because it's gonna be right there in your face, and that would totally like choke you, I think. So I definitely would want it somewhere kind of further away where it's not right by you or right by where anybody's gonna be, because it's just pretty potent, that spray that comes out. But I will say I had it going in my open concept and I could smell it really well. And I had it sitting in the spot that's really the hardest to scent, because we have vaulted ceilings, and if you've watched our videos, you've heard me talk about how it's really hard to scent that with wax. But this does really good in there. And it's chargeable, so it plugs in and it charges, but then you can unplug it and then it stays charged. I haven't tested out how long it stays charged, because I pretty much keep it in that spot for the most part. I did try in the bedroom too, and it did pretty well in there as well. So, but I didn't time how long it lasted off the charge or anything, so I'm not sure exactly how long. I don't remember how long they say it lasts. I can't remember. Let me see here. Okay, so I found our article on our consultant workstation when they first launched this and talked about it back in the end of November. So I'm going to read what it says here. All new Scentsy fragrance cartridge diffuser available exclusively through Scentsy Club. That was at the time. It says, you know your customers want their homes to smell amazing effortlessly. Introducing the new Scentsy fragrance cartridge diffuser Solo, a patent-pending and smart technology-driven customizable scent system that gives users complete control over the strength, timing, and intensity for a personalized fragrance experience. The exclusive club release serves as an early access launch for our brand new Scentsy fragrance cartridge diffuser and with a limited number of cartridges available, blah, blah, blah. It talks about that. You don't, let's see. The compact, beautiful designed Cartridge Diffuser uses advanced technology and the convenience of the free Scentsy Home app available for Apple and Android to deliver a consistent scent experience. Each Scentsy fragrance cartridge diffuser solo uses one fragrance cartridge for a refined premium quality fragrance experience that lasts a month or more depending on use. Each fragrance cartridge includes 15 ml of expertly formulated Scentsy fragrance and a disposable nebulizer specifically calibrated to that fragrance. When it's time for a refresh or to swap out the scent, simply replace the fragrance cartridge. No water, no mess, no cleanup, just beautiful, consistent scent. And then it talks about the products, the price. So it is $80. It's $80 for this. And then that's for one. If you do the solo with one cartridge, it was $80. You could also, they had the option before to get one with two cartridges, and that was $110. But like I said, it doesn't show on the website the one with two anymore, so I don't know if they're not going to offer that and they're just going to do the one. But then of course you can buy more separately. Okay, I'm not seeing anything about the length of the charge. I thought I saw somewhere before that says roughly how long it lasts when it's off the charger, when you charge it, but I'm not seeing anything. But I mean, as long as you're not taking anywhere too far away from the charger, I mean, you can always just plug it back in. I've never had problems with it dying, but I haven't kept it off the charger that long. I usually keep it plugged in wherever you keep it, for the most part, just keep it plugged in. And then if you want to move it to another room, you know, you can do that real quick. So like I said, I had this in the living room and I kept it on high most of the time in the living room because this open concept's harder to scent, so I want it stronger, and that's why it's on high. In the bedroom, I would keep it low to medium probably. Don't need to have it as strong in the bedroom because it's easier to scent. That's just kind of a given. But I personally, some people I think even in their open concept aren't keeping it on high, but I do like it on high just because I like it stronger. And then it says it lasts through the whole thing, and it does. I'm still smelling just as well as I did at the beginning. I would say 90% of the time I'm smelling it. There were a few times when I was sitting there and I turned it on and I'm like, I smelled it right at first, and then I'm like, I don't smell it anymore. I'm like, what happened to it? I'm not smelling it, but I'm seeing it come out. I'm seeing the mist come out, but I'm not smelling it. It's like I lost it or something. That only happened a few times, so I don't know if it just has to do with your airflow in the house or just whatever, but I would say 90 to 95% of the time I smell it. So it's just those few little times I was like, okay, I'm not really smelling it very well. Like we were playing cards or board games with our friends, and we were in the dining room, and it was over there in the living room, and I could smell it over there. It was all through that whole area up there. It doesn't like travel down like a hallway into the next rooms or anything, but it fills that whole area that it's in and travels over to the next, because we have like kind of an open concept kitchen living room. The living room and then the dining room area is kind of open, but then the kitchen does have a little bit of a wall, but it's still kind of open a little bit. But yeah, really nice. I really like it. I do wish, like I'm starting to get a little bit tired of that water and cucumber scent because that's the only one I've had going for over a month, and I still have some left in there. But like I said, I don't do it every day, like all day long. If you use this like every day, like for hours and hours every day, you're probably gonna go through it a lot faster. But if you're like me and only use it in the evenings for a few hours and not every single evening, then this will last a lot longer. Like I said, for me, I use my wax most of the time, and I think most of us that watch us do, that are Scentsy customers. I mean, you like the wax, so, but like this is perfect for, you know, your wax. Like I said, your wax has died down and you can't smell it very well, but you're too tired, you got home from work, you're too tired, you don't want to cotton ball and change your wax and all that stuff. So let me just get on my phone, turn my diffuser on, instant fragrance. You don't have to add water, nothing. That's what I love about it. So I use that a lot for that, because sometimes I get home and I'm too tired to change my wax, so I turn this on. But when I have my wax going, you can have it going with your wax too if you have something that can go with the scent you have. But I did wish that they had, because I had this going in December, I wish they had like a holiday fragrance besides what they had, because they didn't really have any holiday fragrances really. So I had aloe water and cucumber going in December, but it was okay. I still like it. But if you have like two of them, you could just pull this out grab your other one and put it in there. If you're tired of this scent, you can just keep this somewhere else. Even if it's not empty, just sit it somewhere, and then when you want aloe water and cucumber, put it back in there. If you want to switch it out for something else. So I hope they eventually start releasing new scents, because the only ones they have right now are Provence Lavender, Blue Grotto, Luna, Just Breathe, Aloe Water and Cucumber, Golden Sunflower Fields, and Mystery Man. So we have 7 fragrances right now. So hopefully, I'm sure they'll eventually start putting more fragrances out, maybe a little more seasonal fragrances as well. These are just kind of basic fragrances. With Golden Sunflower Fields is a little bit more fall specific, but the rest of them are just kind of anytime fragrances really. I'm sure Provence Lavender will be really strong because that's a strong scent. Just Breathe, I'm sure. Luna's a little bit of a lighter scent, so that may be pretty nice in this because that's a little bit on the lighter side, and these are pretty strong, so I think it should do pretty good. Yeah, so these cartridges are for sale on our website currently, or you can consult this website. They're $40 for this, which includes the oil plus this cartridge. But you can order them through Scentsy Club and get them for $30. So I would do that. Even if you do a one and done order, just create a club to get these for $30 and then cancel the club or whatever you want to do. Or when you get your Scentsy Club, just add one of these in there and you can get it for $30 as opposed to $40. But you also can use them when you close out a party. You can get them for half off, so you can get it for $20 or you get it for free if you have enough credit. That's probably what I'll do, at least get them for half off, $20, or if not, for free. Because this has lasted me like a long time, over a month, and I still have this much left in there for what I use it. But if you use it more, like I said, it'll go faster. So I would never need more than 2 or 3, and I wouldn't have to get them all that much because it lasts quite a while. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So let me show you again. I'll turn it on here on my phone and I'll show you here in person right now what it looks like. So let me turn it on. And you can change, there's a light. I have it kind of a, let's see, did you see the mist come out? I have it kind of a pinkish color for Valentine's Day. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, you can change the color on there. And let me turn it on high so it comes out. See it? That's what it does. It just mists out. I'm trying to be careful so I don't get choked out because I'm so close to it. Alright guys, this is editing Brett. I'm editing the video and I realized I forgot to mention a few things, so I just want to add that on here real quick. That happens sometimes when you do videos. You go to edit and you realize you forgot to say a couple things. So I want to mention first, the oils that you use with this smart diffuser, you can only use the oils that come with, that are available for that for sale. You can't use the oils that you have, like say with the premium diffusers. Those are different oils, or they're different types of oils, so you can't use any of those oils you had from your premium diffusers. Those will not work in these new smart diffusers, so I just want to let you know so you don't buy this thinking you can use all those old oils you have. They won't work. You can only use the new ones that come with the cartridge because they're specially formulated to mist out with this smart diffuser. Then also I wanted to mention it's the sound of it. There's no sound. It's so quiet you can't hear anything. Even when the mist comes out, it's just, there's no sound at all. So there's no fan going or anything, so you don't have to worry about any kind of noise with it. And then lastly, I was talking, oh, sorry, you might hear Brad snoring. Brad's next to me, he's sleepy. He fell asleep on the couch. Anyway, last thing I want to talk about, I thought I recorded this, but for some reason I'm editing and I can't find where I talked about this, so I inserted some footage in this video, but I wanted to tell you what I was talking about because it won't make sense if I don't tell you right now. The only problem I had with this smart diffuser was when I had it sitting on my end table here, a little bit of that mist that came out somehow got down onto my table, and the residue from that mist, and it left it like kind of dulled out the wood on my table. So I will insert some footage here to let you know. I'll show you what happened and everything. I'll talk about it. So, but I just wanted to explain ahead of time what you're getting ready to see, because I thought I talked about in the video, but evidently I wasn't recording or something. But anyway, it ruined the surface of my table a little bit. So I will insert that footage here to show you the table. Okay, so here is my diffuser here, and I wanted to show you the table I was talking about. So as you can see, I have the little towel here. It's just a little washcloth I have here for now, so that it doesn't get on the table. And let me take it off here and show you what it looks like under there. So I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to tell with the lighting here, but see how it's all shiny back here, and then here it's real dull. I'm not sure if that's gonna come off on camera because that lamp is glaring on there. Maybe if I get over here a little bit, you can see it's really hard to tell on film, but it's really dulled down. Like the shine is just totally dulled. And like I said, it was when I had it sitting there like this, it just was a little wet there. So I kind of wiped that, and then that's how that got kind of dull. So that just really made me nervous to have that there without having something on it. So I would just be very careful. I'm afraid to try it anywhere else. I thought, let me try it somewhere else and see if that happens, but I don't really want to do that because I don't want that to happen again. So I've just been putting a cloth underneath it. So just be careful with that. And it just kind of goes up. So I don't know why it got down on my table, because every time I see it, it's going upwards. So I don't know how that condensation got down below that. Of course, it could have been like if maybe we had our ceiling fan on and maybe the air was just kind of blowing that mist down a little bit. Maybe it just kind of got pushed down a little bit onto the table. Because if you have like fans or something going, or wind or whatever in the air, it might kind of push that mist down a little bit. So maybe that's what happened. I'm not sure, but somehow I did get, I think, on that table just a little bit, that condensation from that mist. It had to have been that, because I don't know what else that could have been on that table. But it just makes me very nervous to put it on anything without putting something like a cloth or wash rag or kind of some kind of protection underneath it so it doesn't get on your table. That just makes me really nervous to put it on anything anymore without putting something underneath it to protect it. But other than that, I really, really like it. I recommend it. Let me turn it off here real quick. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. When it first came out, when they announced this, I thought it's going to be pretty expensive. I'm like, this is going to be really expensive. I was thinking it's going to be easily over $100. I was thinking maybe 120, 130 or something. So when I found it was only $80, I thought that was pretty reasonable for this. So it's $80 plus one cartridge. So the cartridges are $40. So if you take 80 minus 40, you're really paying $40 for this and $40 for that, really, is what you're paying. So just $40 for this system's not bad. And then you get one of these with it, so that's another $40, so that's $80. And then, like I said, once you go through them or you want another one, it's $40 for this with the cartridge, or get it through Scentsy Club for $30, or have a party, get it for half off for $20, or for free with credit. So yeah, I like it. I'm really happy. And if I'm comparing this to, like, there's another thing recently that I got for the open concept that was supposed to fill an open concept, is the Scentsy Air Quad. The Scentsy Air Quad they had out, where you put 4 pods in there, and it was supposed to fill an open concept area. That did work. When I put it on high, it would fill up my open concept, but the only problem with that is it only lasted for like a full day. If you had it going for most of the day, it would last a full day, maybe a couple days at the most. And then the pods, you just couldn't smell much anymore. The scent would die out of the pods really fast. Now, if you put it on low, it lasts longer, but I couldn't smell it on low in the open concept. If I put it in a bedroom or a smaller room, I could smell it on low, and it would last longer. Like here in the sensor room, for instance, I had their quad going in here, and I kept it on low. It would last for days in here. But in the open concept, where I was really trying to scent, because that's so hard to scent, I'd have to turn it on high to smell it, and then it would just die out so fast, like a day or 2 days at the most. So that's pretty expensive when the pods are $10 for 2. So that's $20 to put 4 in there. And then if it only lasts a day or 2, that's a lot of money. So this thing, like I said, it's consistently strong. Every time I turn it on, I can smell it. See, I can smell it now in the room from those few little sprays it did. And I have it turned off now. This is way better. I definitely recommend this, way over the Scentsy Air Quad for an open concept. Now the Air Quad, like I said, does good in bedrooms and smaller rooms, or it does good, but it just goes fast on high, like I said. But this, for the money, I feel like this just does better, and it's just stronger overall, I think. Really recommend this. I'm excited to see what other scents they have come out, and I definitely will be buying more cartridges when they come out. Hopefully they'll have more seasonal ones, like I said. And I want more bakery because I don't have any bakery right now, so I'm excited to have a bakery one come out because that'll be really good, I think. So, all right, that is my review of the Scentsy, the new upcoming Scentsy Fragrance Cartridge Diffuser Solo. Like I said, I think it's gonna come out like in March, somewhere around there. So comment below, are you curious to get this? You plan on getting this? Because I definitely recommend it. I think it's really, really good. I'm really pleased with it. All right, so thanks for watching, and we'll talk to y'all in our next video. Bye.